Right now, if you walked outside and looked up, you'd see almost nothing, maybe a few stars. Definitely not this. This is the Whirlpool Galaxy. 23 million light years away. Two galaxies in the middle of crashing into each other, and I took this picture from my driveway in a light-polluted suburb on a school night with a smart telescope called the Unistellar Odyssey. You point it at the sky, you tap a name on your phone, it does the rest. That's the whole trick. Tonight I'm going to show you 5 things you can actually see this spring, without driving anywhere, without expensive cameras, without knowing what you're doing. I'll show you exactly where each one lives in the sky, then I'll show you what's hiding there. Let's go. First up, the one I just showed you. M51 the Whirlpool Galaxy. If you walk outside late on a spring evening and look almost straight up, that's where it lives. Right overhead. Here's how to actually pin it down. Find the Big Dipper. Everyone can find the Big Dipper. Now follow the handle out to the very last star, that's Alkaid. Drop down just a little and that's where it lives. It's a tiny dark patch of nothing to your eye. This is what's actually in that patch. Stars mostly. A faint smudge in the middle if you squint. That's it. You'd never know. And this is what the telescope pulls out of it. Those 2 glowing spirals aren't just sitting there next to each other. They're in the middle of a collision. The smaller galaxy on top is being shredded by the gravity of the bigger one. That little bridge of stars connecting them, those are stars being pulled from one galaxy into the other, right now. As we watch, the telescope stacks light for 10 or 15 minutes. You just leave it sitting there. And this shows up on your phone. Next one. M104 the Sombrero Galaxy. Face south and look about a third of the way up from the horizon. That's the spot. Down there you'll see a small 4-sided box of stars. That's Corvus, the crow. Go up and to the right, towards Spica, and that's the spot. Empty patch of sky, a few stars. Nothing dramatic, even with binoculars it stays hidden, until you point a telescope at it. That's a galaxy seen edge on. Like looking at a CD from the side. The dark band cutting across the middle is a lane of dust thousands of light years thick, blocking the light of the stars behind it. The bright bulge in the center is a supermassive black hole's worth of stars packed in close, 28 million light years away. From my driveway, now turn and face east. Hercules climbs high in the eastern sky on spring nights, sitting about halfway up. It looks like a slightly wonky square. Astronomers call it the keystone. Tucked right inside, it is one of the most beautiful objects in the entire sky. M13, the Great Cluster, with just your eyes you'd never spot it. Through binoculars, it's a tiny fuzzy ball, pretty but small. Through a telescope, this is what it actually is. That's not a galaxy, that's not a nebula. That's 300,000 stars packed into a ball, all gravitationally bound together, orbiting our galaxy from the outside. They're 25,000 light years away. They formed nearly 12 billion years ago, almost as old as the universe itself. When you point a telescope at it, you're looking at light older than Earth. For M3, look back almost straight up again, just slightly to the southeast of M51. It sits right between 2 of the brightest stars in the spring sky, bright orange Arcturus and a star called Hercules. Halfway between the 2, that's it, same story. Empty-looking patch of sky to your eyes. Even binoculars only show a faint smudge. Point a telescope at it, though, and you get this. 500,000 stars, over 11 billion years old, nearly as old as the universe. And here's the thing. Once your eye learns what these look like, you start spotting them everywhere. The sky is full of them. Last one. Look back to the east, lower this time, down toward the northeast horizon. That's where Lyra is rising. As spring turns into summer, it climbs higher every night, but even now you can catch it. Vega, one of the brightest stars in the whole sky, leads the way. Just below Vega is a tiny parallelogram of 4 stars. The ring lives right between the bottom 2. In the chart, it's barely a smudge. Your eye won't pick it out at all, and binoculars only barely show it. But through a telescope, that's a dying star. Specifically, that's the gas it puffed off as it died, expanding outward into space, lit up by the white-hot remnant in the middle. In about 5 billion years, our sun is going to do exactly this. That little ring is a preview of the end of our solar system. It's 2,300 light years away, and it's tiny. But the telescope picks it up beautifully. That's 5 objects, all visible right now this spring, all from a backyard in the suburbs. I'm using a Unistellar Odyssey for these, the smart telescope I mentioned at the start. It's not the only one out there, and it's not the cheapest hobby in the world, but it's the one that let me take these pictures from a driveway in a city. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to look at one. That helps the channel. Mostly though, I just want more people to know this is possible. The sky has all of this in it, all the time. You just need a little help to see it. If you liked this, hit subscribe. I do these every season as the sky changes, plus deeper dives into individual objects, gear comparisons, the whole thing. Thanks for watching. And clear skies.